Hello recruits, Cosmic Crow MC here. I welcome you to the final episode of Enter the Backrooms Explained, the series in which I go over the details and mechanics of my upcoming game, Enter the Backrooms. In today's episode, I'm going to be covering the future of the game. I have a lot of plans and ideas for after the first release, and it's my hope that I am able to keep improving the game for years to come. Now, to kick off this episode, I have a special announcement. Yes, that's right. After all this time, I'm just about ready to release the first main version of Enter the Backrooms. There's a link to the store page in the description. If you go to the store page and wishlist the game, it'll give the game a higher chance of appearing in people's recommendations, so please support me and add it. You'll also be notified as soon as it comes out on the 12th, which is this Friday at the time of recording this. So, now that I've gotten that out of the way, let me go over my current plans for Enter the Backrooms. Keep in mind that this is all far off in the future, and there's no guarantee that I'll be able to do everything I mentioned in today's episode. Release version 1 will contain everything I've shown you thus far. I may do small patches afterward, but it'll largely be the same game. I will note that levels 0 through 8 are considered the quantum stable levels, so they will be the main campaign, while other levels will be there for the sake of continuing the adventure. Levels beyond 0 through 8 will not have artifacts, encouraging players to spend time on the main levels before venturing out into the unknown. Release version 2 will hopefully come out sometime in May. This version will add levels 9, 10, 11, a sandbox mode, a couple new special items, clumps, death moths, and partygoers, more pages to find, more achievements, and general improvements across the board. Release version 3 will add in some negative levels. I'll do negative 0 through negative 2 at least, but I hope to go up to negative 8. These negative levels will be much weirder than positive ones, and you won't be able to stay on them for very long. This version would probably come out either in August or September. Release version 4 and beyond could be anything, but the main focus would be adding in more levels. I'd want to add in levels beyond level 11, probably in sets of 5 or so for each version. I may also decide to tackle sub-levels and secret levels, which would act more like mini-games than actual levels. Besides just levels, there are plenty of other things I want to add into the game. More entities would be a must once I learned more modeling and animation. I also want to add in rare outposts, most of them small and empty, but a few of them with people you can trade items with. Adding in structures would be very fascinating. Even small things like little bunkers, wide open spaces, or patches of rooms that behave differently than the rest. The more things you can find in the game, the more fun the game will be. I definitely want to work on the graphics of the game as well. For the next few months, I'll be teaching myself OpenGL shading language to hopefully provide some much nicer graphics. This could take anywhere from a couple months to over a year, so I won't make any promises as to when I'll have the improved graphics done. Do know that they are a priority though. One aspect of the game I really want going forward is community involvement. After the first release, I'll let players test out betas and offer suggestions. I may also let more talented artists and animators contribute assets to the game to make it look a lot better. One idea I have is to let playtesters submit designs or notes in the game that players can collect. After initial release, I'll also begin looking into making a platform for players to make and share mods to the game. It's already very easy to make custom textures, models, and sounds for the game, and the code is fairly self-explanatory for anyone who's interested, so it'd be amazing to make a way for more invested players to craft their own experiences within the framework of Enter the Backrooms. Lastly, I want Enter the Backrooms to eventually become a massive collection of creativity made by people from all around the world. I want to include as much content from the Backrooms database as possible, and I want my game to bring more people to the Backrooms database in return. If the game gets big enough, I can hire people to help me make the game better and better. With some luck, Big YouTubers like Markiplier or Jacksepticeye may play my game on their channel, which would be a dream come true. And if that happens, Enter the Backrooms may get thousands of new players who will witness and get inspired by the work of everyone who contributed to the game. Ultimately, that's all I want. I want Enter the Backrooms to build a community of creativity and fun and inspiration that everyone from around the world can contribute to and enjoy. It's a big dream, sure, but do know that in the next couple years, I'm going to do my very best to bring Enter the Backrooms to as many people as possible. And on that note, I think I'm just about done. Developing Enter the Backrooms has been such an amazing journey. Despite the challenges I was faced with and the anxiety behind showing my work to the world, I am more than ecstatic to have come this far with the project and infinitely grateful for the support I received over the past few months. As I said, this is the final episode of Enter the Backrooms Explained, so I would like to thank all of you for coming along for the ride, from the very bottom of my heart. I can't express just how happy your support has made me, and I just can't wait to see what the future of Enter the Backrooms looks like. As I said at the beginning of the video, Enter the Backrooms now has a store page on Steam. Use the link in the description, go over to that store page, and add it to your wishlist so that you can be notified when the game is released this Friday. Anyway, one last thanks for tuning into the series and being interested in my game. Enter the Backrooms Explained is officially over, so I will see you all at the release of Enter the Backrooms. Goodbye, recruits!